Why are you looking like that?
So this is how I smiled all through our wedding day.
That's a lie.
I'm serious. Go and check it out. Even though I was stressed, when those photographers were so annoying, they were not getting enough. They wanted more. So each time they asked me for more, I like.
You just keep on smiling. We're just like remote control.
Those guys almost killed me now. So what happened prior to our wedding day, to our wedding night? What happened
prior to the wedding day? No.
Prior to the wedding day and the wedding night.
Wedding day. Not wedding night. The wedding day.
Okay, what happened prior to the wedding
and the wedding day?
And most importantly, the wedding night.
Day.
Yes. No wedding night.
We're talking about the wedding day.
Okay, we are talking about the night. You put all of this.
Yes, no.
We are talking about the night before the wedding, the D-Day, right? So the events leading to that night, yeah, and the day itself.
The eve.
The night is
the
eve.
Same to that?
No. I said the event leading to the night. The night is the eve, yeah?
Yes,
and the D-Day.
The D-Day. Okay.
Simple. So, because our wedding, because we fused everything together.
Same day.
Our traditional marriage and church, whereas white wedding and reception, the three activities or events were fused the same day. So you can imagine a lot of things might have happened leading to that day. So I'll leave it to her to tell me aside of the story.
Yeah, okay. So that day people had already started arriving now from my hometown. From far and near, our house was filled up already. And guess what? I did not leave the house until I think I left around 9. No. I think I left our family house around maybe around that 6-7 in the evening, because by the time I left, a lot of people that came from the village are already in Lagos with us. So everywhere was crowded. There was chaos in the house. Let me just put it that way. It was filled with joy. Okay, sorry.
With a spice of chaos.
Yes.
Joy, spice of chaos.
I remember I asked to go to my mom's room to go and chill, because people don't enter my parents' room anyhow. Like, we don't allow visitors apart from with the intimate family members. No other people enter the room, so I had to go and chill in the room. But you see, my room, my brother's room, like everywhere was choked up. So yeah, so we were just there that day, and my brother was like, oh yeah, Auntie Jumi, let's go. It's time to go to the hotel. And my brother doesn't know the hotel, and my brother is the one driving me to the hotel, and he doesn't know the place. If I tell you that we spent over 1 hour on the road trying to locate the hotel, even me safe that was directing him, I confused.
I didn't know all these things. She didn't tell me. Because we went to the hotel, she picked the hotel.
I picked the hotel.
Yeah, we went to the hotel with my cousins. And immediately she saw the hotel, she was like, wow, this is the hotel I want to use. So, and we went on a Sunday during I think at about 1 p.m. So
we had already booked the hotel ahead. I think a month or 2 days. It was late, and my brother was following his steer. There's something about my younger brother. Once he's driving like this, it's a bus.
About Google Maps. If you don't know where you're going,
if you don't know where you're going to, you're not sure.
Google Maps starts rerouting, recalculating.
I tell you, that was what happened to us that night. By the time we got to the hotel, I was tired.
You won't miss it, or you might spend more time on the road.
We were able to locate the hotel, but by the time we got there, I was super tired already, and everybody was like, yeah, we'll go and rest. Yeah, what are you still doing outside and all? Because
how about your sister and your friends that followed?
Betty didn't follow me. My best friend, she didn't follow me that time. My brother had to go back pick them.
Oh, okay.
So it was myself and I think myself and Tinuke that when myself and my younger sister that went to the hotel together. In fact, so my brother went back to pick the remaining people to the hotel because the location of the hotel is not a familiar place to the family actually. So it just happened that way. And yeah, I was there, we were chilling, everybody was fine. Then our vendors started coming.
So hold on, before you proceed, let me also say mine to that level.
Okay.
So that it won't be like you start talking and I'll be arguing with you, then I'll forget telling you my own experience. So my experience was cool. One of my best friends had come to stay with me for some days. Jobs was around for a couple of days. He stays in Lagos, so it's not and he comes around quite often, so it wasn't a big deal. Then my parents came around. They had places they stayed at, but my elder brother with his wife and his twin also came to my place. So that night was Brimo's concert, something chaos. I've forgotten the name. Brimo does his concert, I think once a year.
Yeah, I remember telling them. I remember I was mad at you guys. I don't want you to attend.
So the plan was, we guys wanted to arrange a bashi for me, but I was like no, because my best friend and I had already agreed with my younger brother that we will go for Brimo concert, something chaos. I still have the ticket at home. So we are gotten our tickets, yeah, and that week was so crazy because like I didn't really take leave. I was still going to the office. Then from the office take like an hour or 2 hours break to go to sort things. So I'd gotten virtually everything I needed. So that night, what happened? I think something was wrong. Something happened and I needed to go drop. I can't really remember. It's been a while. But then my friend happens to be very close to Brimo's is it brand manager? I'll call it at the time. So he needed to also sort some things for them. So he had to leave me early. So it was just myself and my younger brother. So we set out at about 7:30 or 8 because I needed to get something. I needed to do something. Then I was waiting on my elder brother, who later didn't turn up. Right. So we went to their house where they were cooking. They were my parents were there that night. Almost everybody was there because the following day was the wedding. So they were still cooking. I had to go there, go sort them, and from there I called babe. She told me you told me to bring someone with me, your sister.
Younger sister?
Yes, your sister hadn't left. Then you told me to come with her on my way. So long story short, I still have plan to go to Organized Chaos. That's the name of the concert, Organized Chaos, Brimo's concert. So the plan was to go to my hotel, go to my room, arrange my stuff, then check on her to see if she was fine, if everything was okay, then go to my Organized Chaos, enjoy myself and come back to sleep and prepare for the D-Day. So we got to the hotel.
Okay, then on my own part, vendors started coming in. The makeup artist came all the way from Ilorin, and yeah, we had two different photographers, one by my parents, then the other one we actually planned to get for ourselves.
And we got. Let me also interrupt. So that day, so guys, if you're planning that day, have it at the back of your mind that there will be percentage error margin. Just put some error or disappointment margin so that you won't really be stressed.
Yes.
The first thing was the photographer, the videographer, and also the videographer, who happens to be a friend of the family, yeah, is a big guy in the entertainment industry. We'll give him shout out after the video. So, but maybe not because of this. He had called that he would disappoint us that evening.
Yeah.
He didn't tell us proud that time because we had arranged, we had planned, we had made. So there was a movie that he needed to shoot. Nollywood movie.
Yeah.
So it was summoned and he had to go to Cross River State.
Was it Cross River? I can't remember. He had to leave Lagos.
Yes, it was Cross River. He told me. So he had to leave. So he now called me that, do you know what? I'm going to send some guys to you. So we're expecting those guys. They didn't show up. They didn't show
at
up.
All.
And we needed, because of Lagos traffic, he said they were coming from Ikeja. Ikeja to that place is about, would be approximately
30 minutes.
Yes, about maybe about 20 to 30 kilometers. Yeah. So if there's no traffic, if there's traffic, we could have Lagos Wala. So that alone had already caused a lot of mental stress for me because I started thinking. Then my own photographer, the one we arranged, also told me, "Hey, should I come tomorrow?" I was triggered.
And we are doing everything the same day. Now imagine your vendors telling you, "I can't make it tonight, we'll wait till tomorrow." When you know that the traditional marriage is the same day. And
father-in-law told us, father-in-law had already arranged for us to stay in a nearby hotel,
yeah,
which we felt like won't be befitting for the kind
us.
of So we had gone for a farther but better hotel. And he had warned us. He's a reverend. He heads the church, that particular.
And he's time conscious.
So he had told us that
my dad is not an African time person. No. He's always.
They had told us that, guys,
accurate.
I have officiated other people's wedding, and I never waited for them when they came late. So this one I will not wait.
No wait.
because so my concern wasn't that we would be late. Right, my concern was some vendors might actually make us
late.
Yes, might delay us because we have to take some pictures and videos at the hotel, setting out in our. So the plan was we set out in our native attire, go to the church because everything was done in the same environment, same compound.
Yeah.
The church, the hall. So the event center we partitioned. We used part for the traditional wedding.
Traditional marriage.
Yeah. So some parts decorated differently. Then after that, we'll do it for 1 hour. Then after that, we'll go there. The decorator will change it. So the hall is this main one will be used for the wedding. So they would have done that or still doing it. Then they will do the partitioned side for the traditional. So once we are done, they just
we're
clear everywhere,
in our head,
then go back to that one. So we have done that. So we have to go back to the hotel, shower, dress to our white church,
take pictures,
white wedding attire, take pictures, take video, take pictures with friends, do everything, do all
those good stuff.
Then go back for the church service, which father-in-law said, I will not wait a minute for you guys.
Yes.
So we had all that in mind. Then if to that, our main guys, the videographer and the photographer, were telling us stories. Okotomil. Yes, Okotomil, they call it.
Oh my god. Guys, it was not funny. We can laugh at it now, but it wasn't funny. I was under pressure, but I didn't show it. So I just sat down on the bed. I mind you, I couldn't eat anything. They offered me food because Tabitha came. Tabitha is my friend, she's my cousin. So Tabitha came and she brought food. No, Tabitha actually told you to bring food for me.
I brought food for you.
Yes, he brought food for me.
Wasn't Tabitha? You told me.
I told you. Okay.
Yeah, so I brought it for you.
I told him to bring food for me. Then we after everything we were at the hotel and the vendors started coming, like not all of them, but my makeup artist came in, is a guy, and then my parents photographer, the one they hired, also came in all the way from Ilorin. Mind you, I'm not from Ilorin, but most of my vendors are from Ilorin. Yeah, so they came in from Ilorin, and this guy came all the way from Ilorin that same night, and he came directly to the hotel that night. Then let me explain something to you. My girls, we took only 2 rooms, one for him and one for myself. I didn't plan to put any of my girls in the same hotel with me. We had done bridal shower, so there's no need for all those stuff. So the plan was that just only my closest people, they will be with me, and then the other guys. So I was like, okay, same thing should happen with him. Please help me, or help me accommodate this photographer, because he came all the way from Ilorin, and he just got back and he was tired, he needed to rest and all like that. So I told him, I think you agreed.
I agreed, yeah.
He agreed. And I also told him my makeup artist is a guy, he can't stay with me.
I disagree. So guys, let me tell you, because I really, like, I flared up. So what happened was, I took one hotel for myself and one hotel for, she had 1 room.
I had 1 room.
Then I had 1 room in the hotel.
Too, yeah.
So we had agreed. And if there was going to be change, I love to be informed ahead so that I can plan. I don't just do things, fire brigade approach. I'm not good with it. So she had told me that, oh, the photographer, our father-in-law, my father-in-law, consulted or hired, let me use the word hired, will be staying in my hotel room. I said, no problem. Yeah, I would manage with him. Mind you, I also had the intention of going to the concert and coming back with myself or with my younger brother, then we will stay in the hotel. But the plan was for myself and my friend to stay in the room. So she said that guy was going to stay with us, and I agreed. Okay, no problem, we are guys now. Then when I got to the place, I found 3 people. Okay, there were 2, yeah?
Just 2.
She now told me that another guy is staying in the hotel. I was like, why? Your makeup artist, why? Why didn't you tell us about your makeup artist for us to have made arrangements?
I told you
so
already.
I felt that was intrusive, because you didn't care about how I was going to feel or how comfortable I would be prior to my D-Day, because it was a king-size bed for how many guys. So if I had come with and of which I came with my younger brother, right? So when we got there, I was just like, no, this is an intrusion. I had not even arranged my things, and I'll just be there with these guys, that total stranger that I had not met, I had not spoken to. I just flared up. So I had to take my brother to a nearby. So we tried to get room in that hotel. Yeah. So that person was also doing wedding using the hotel that same night. So there were a lot of guests at the hotel, and even though big, there was no spare room. So we had to drive down to the nearest hotel, because my younger brother was my best man. So we had to go to the nearest hotel, to that one, book room for him. Then I had to drive back to the hotel. So, but I flared up. We had issue. Our best friend had to call me. Then
let me say my part.
Okay.
So I guess what happened that night was just a case of misunderstanding or miscommunication, because I had already explained to him before. Maybe he didn't get me, or he didn't understand what I meant. I told him my dad's photographer. Actually, I thought there were 2 that were coming before, but this guy came alone, and my what are they calling it, my makeup artist is a guy also, so he needed a place to lay his head also. So I had explained to him prior that day. Then this guy came that night and started It was fuming. It was so hungry.
I didn't talk.
Eh?
I didn't talk.
Eh? You didn't do what?
I didn't talk.
It's a lie. He talked. He talked though. There's nothing this guy did not say that night. He talked.
You are such a liar.
I'm not a liar. This guy talked though. Guys, he talked. And I was like, I was so pissed. I was so hungry. I was so embarrassed because he didn't even think about the fact that there are guests around. I was so hungry that the food he brought, I couldn't eat it. I had to give it. I had to give it to what are they calling it? The guy that came all the way from Ilorin to eat the food. I was hungry, but you know now I hold on for body. Because at a point I was thinking, God, devil, is that you? Devil, is that you? If that is you, then not today. Not today, because I was so pissed. Then everybody knew something was wrong, something was off. Then my best friend came. She's my best friend. She came all the way from Kano for my wedding. So she came and she was like trying to comfort me, telling me that now so they happen now. And now go fight now. Now so they happen. She said now that was what she said.
She intruded my space because I didn't impose anybody, any guest on her or her room. She had told me the photographer was coming, which I agreed. But coming there, it was when I now met. She told me on the phone on my way that they are there. The photographers are there. So I thought that it was a guy that wanted to that eventually disappointed that night that had come. So I was like, okay, because if I had known she was having that number of guests, we would have taken another room, maybe a lower room.
Yeah, the reason why we didn't take another room, the reason why we took just 2 rooms, I had already prepared a space for my girls and other people that are coming for me. I had already prepared a space for them at the venue. Actually, they were there. They were being taken care of already. So we just took a room for just ourselves, and I didn't even know. A lot of people would actually want to come and share.
It wasn't about a lot of people. Those people that stayed at the hotel were key people. So we didn't put it in our planning. Yeah, so it was a plan. It was a planning flaw. It wasn't because of her, or because it wasn't her fault. It wasn't my fault. It was our fault because I didn't need any makeup artist. I didn't do any makeup. You can see me. That's what I do. I didn't use any. I didn't need any touch up, right? But I needed the photographer. So I had agreed that the photographer would crash with me. But she needed the makeup artist and the photographer to be there that night with her, so that they would wake up together and they would start on time. Mind you, a hairstylist was supposed to come in the morning, so we had already planned that one. So getting there and meeting someone I had not met, a total stranger, and I had no plan or no mind to accommodate or to be with, to me was more like an intrusion, which I personally do not like. So I flared up.
This guy carry him bag. We say no, they sleep for the hotel.
Yes, now. So I carried my bag and I said, do you know what? Let them stay in that hotel room. Since I couldn't get another room, I will go and chill with my brother where he is. Then I will take extra room. Then I'll come there very early in the morning. So the best friend came to meet me at a lobby. Then we spoke and she just told me that I should just forget about it. And I think I also fed up because I was stressed. There's a way those things work together.
So anyways, eventually he was at the lobby, he just sat there. I even thought he was angry that I would have carried his bag, and you know, but at the end of the day he was there and I went to meet him. Then I apologized and everything ended just
We
there.
made up.
Yeah, we made up and
We
that
made
was
up.
all.
She apologized, and I also apologized. But I told her that you should always let me know if I'm going to bear, if there's any inconvenience I'm going to bear. I need to know beforehand, not just put it on me. Yes, I could
didn't
have
just
managed.
put on him, oh, guys.
No,
I had already discussed this
no,
thing.
you did
You
not.
probably forgot.
No, you
Babe,
did
I
not.
told you.
You did
I
not.
told
did
you
not.
already. You probably
See,
forgot.
for the sake of the video, don't let us argue this. So, the following day, so I eventually stayed with these guys, and guess what? They were cool guys. So that night, we did our guys things now. We know be so all this while I was angry, I had no issue with them. In fact,
the photographer that caused the whole this thing ate the food and had even slept before he went back to the room.
yes, no, it wasn't the photographer that caused it. Was the makeup artist I wasn't expecting.
No, it was the makeup artist you were expecting. It wasn't you were not expecting.
Okay,
the
I wasn't expecting the photographer. So yes, so we bonded that night and it was fun. We even slept late, but I couldn't sleep because one of those guys, I won't mention which one, was snoring like a Lister generator. So I could not sleep. I could not. I tried. I covered my head with pillow. I tried all I could. The sleep wasn't coming forth. Do you know what? I stood up and I went to the table. I sat down and I was there till morning. So I think we woke up at about 3 a.m.
3 a.m. Yeah.
Then so those guys they went to do makeup for her, and I started making calls. I had to call the videographer, said he was on his way. Then our own photographer, who is also my friend, shout out to Aderemi. So he also came I think he got there at about 5:30 or 6.
They all tried because they came
all
early.
of them,
tried.
even our videographer that we thought was going to disappoint,
like
sent his guys, and those guys were also cool guys.
Yes, and they
Explorer.
Shout out to Explorer.
Film
something.
Explorer Films, whatever. Explorer. We'll put
the link in the description box. Description box.
So, shout out to Explorer. Shout out to Aderemi Photos. Shout out to that your guy.
Oh, the photographer. What's his name again?
Forgotten. Shout out to your makeup artist too.
Yeah, Emyztouch.
So that was it, and we'll put their
the photographer is
Iscopellaphotography. We'll put their social media handle
in
description text area.
Yes, because they are really good.
So in the morning another pressure we had in the morning was my best friend, my other best friend. I have a number of people in that space, very selfless and loving people. The hairstylist, Toby, Tressesbytobi. Yeah, so she's my colleague. Used to be my colleague before she switched her employer. She changed her employer. She also came through, and everything was fine. We got to the venue that day, and the rest
guys, the hairstylist, let me tell you. So on the D-Day, we went for our this thing as early as 7 a.m. We were at the venue already, and we did the traditional marriage. And let me tell you guys, we didn't wait to the end of the traditional marriage because we are trying to keep
because they didn't start the traditional marriage when we planned or we agreed.
Babe, na Naija we dey.
Na Naija we dey, but they no fit wait for us. But they no fit do Naija for church wedding o. Shey na the hair. The plan was to start by 7 and finish by 8:30. We didn't start until past 8.
Yes, we didn't wait to the end of our traditional marriage, guys.
Immediately
they were done with all their singing and that.
We cut our cake. Immediately after the bride, the Owori bride price. Yeah.
After paying the bride price.
After paying, they gave it back to her. Yeah, her dad, my father-in-law gave it back to her. Then they brought out the cake for us to cut. We cut. I think that was the last time. I didn't even remember we cut cake.
Like after cutting the cake, we went back to the hotel.
Freshen up.
Mind you, the hotel is not far from The church.
Yeah.
But you know Lagos.
10 minutes drive.
You know Lagos.
The hotel is along airport road. Yeah.
It's along airport road. But you guys know Lagos. I know once there's traffic like this, you can spend hours.
Make I look on where suit the job for road.
I tell you. So we had no choice. We just had to leave the guests and everybody at the venue and went back to the hotel. Mind you, the church wedding was meant to start by 12 p.m. And guess what my husband did? He told the hairstylist the church program starts by 12, and madam was nowhere to be found after the traditional marriage.
After traditional marriage?
Yes, after the traditional marriage, we were waiting for her.
Oh, you didn't do hair makeup?
I didn't do. They didn't like.
Did you style your hair for?
No. They didn't style my hair before dressing up. I had finished dressing up before she came.
No. I'm talking about the trad. You didn't.
The trad? No. I didn't do my hair for
the. It was gele you used.
I tied gele, so you will even see what's under the gele.
Oh yes, she came real late.
She came
wasn't
late.
12. She came at about 11, past 11.
We were actually waiting for her because the makeup artist, the person that dressed me up, Vivi Nollywood.
She came at about 10, because I remember after the makeup we spent about 1 hour taking pictures. So she came at about 9, past 9. Yes, she came at about 9, but then
she came past 10.
Past 10, yeah. So she came past 10, yes, because we spent roughly 45 minutes on at the traditional wedding, then 10 minutes back to the hotel. Then yes, she came at about past 10. She did what she needed to do. Vivi Nollywood, shout out to you. She also came to dress her up.
Yeah, Vivi Nollywood came to dress me up. Yeah.
So the hairstylist came. It was fine. We took a lot of pictures. We'll share some pictures with you.
I'll just put a slide after this video. We'll put a slide of some of our pictures.
Yeah.
So we did all that. Then it was time to go back to church. We got to church like right on time, like 12 on the dot. Immediately my dad saw me, he was so happy. He just said thank you for not disappointing me. Because I know my dad, Ekwa church, they don't wait for you. Once you're late, they will not wait for you. They will continue with the wedding. That's what they do in Ekwa church. I'm born and bred in Ekwa church, so I know that they will not wait for you.
Oh, let me tell you another thing. So prior to that, there is this thing I did. I tried as much as possible. I was under pressure, but I tried to manage it. That morning, we had not gotten the wedding band.
Yeah.
The band.
That would be a story for another video. Let's talk about it now.
In fact, that would be the headline of this video. So we are not gotten a wedding band, and we're running late.
Let me gist you. We were at the traditional marriage, and everybody, they were asking us where's your ring, and both of us acted drama like.
Like, what are you talking about?
We don't know. We need to bring the ring.
Yes. They're asking us where's the ring. Like, which ring? Did they use ring for traditional? I thought we use it in church.
I was beginning to panic when my guy told me he was going to Yaba. He wants to go and get the ring. I said, yeah, waiting. By this time.
Yes, so I was just optimistic. I was like, nothing will happen. We'll do this thing today. Even if we late, we go to do nothing will happen. So I had already made up my mind that nothing will happen for her. So she now said no. Now
I said, no,
you get a very small one at
Oshodi.
So of course Oshodi is just on our way to the airport road, to the hotel.
So I was like, no, just go to Oshodi. You get a cheaper wedding band.
Mind you, getting band in Oshodi, you won't even know the size. There's no size there. So, and I know a size is size 8 or P, whichever. But would you tell all those guys selling ring that do they even know size 8? No. So what I did was I bought 2 rings of the same size. 2 rings of the same size. I just don't worry, just bring, because then it was on our way to the hotel, to get dressed up for the church wedding. So
yeah, I had gone already.
He had gone.
I kept on asking him how far about the ring.
said, don't worry.
Because we cannot even tell people that we've not got a ring.
No.
Nobody knows.
So
we've not got a ring.
I got it. We got to church and they joined us with the band. Do you know what? My band is here. So we're able to soak the pressure, and
it was not easy.
It was
It got to a time after the wedding, everybody became like the reception issue.
Oh, should we talk
my younger brother fucked up.
Maybe the reception, we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
No, I think we'll talk about it now because do you know what? We had soldiers.
At the reception.
See, guy, make I give you one gist. Your wedding is not your wedding.
It's not though. It is not.
Yoruba wedding, no.
Your
parents have more to say. So we had soldiers mounting like the entrance, because
I think we need to talk about it in another video, because I need to let them know that I had already told you before that this is your plan. It no go work.
We'll talk about
it in our next video.
Thank you guys.
We'll talk about it in our next video. So we are going to talk about our reception on its own in our next video. So the church wedding went well. Everything went perfectly well, and yeah, I think let's end this video here. Wait for part 2.
Thank you guys.
See you guys next time.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe to
like
our channel, like it, and give it a very big thumbs up. Click on the notification bell
and let
and
us know your thoughts.
Yes,
in the comment section.
Yes, about everything. So that will be the end of this video. See you guys next time.
Ciao.